Again, folks, nothing to report at the moment. Another lad, he's gone up the top. Don't know who he is, but he's come here to fish, so it looks like the beach could fish. I've just put frozen crab on one and frozen crab and lug on the other for now, and then I'll try lug and squid and we'll see which one they're going for, and then we'll take it from there. We've got two choices with this fish. Either either fish or it won't. It's one of them. Like, you can be very slow here at times and you get the odd one. And then other times it'll fish its head off. And then other times it just won't fish at all. So we've had no choice really. There's not much places we could go. We could have gone to Mersey, but I've had whiting, I've had darb, I've had codling. Get a place at Vale Park, I do know. And we'll pick the odd one up on Town Hall steps, but you'll get them here. I'm flounder. It all depends if and when they want to feed, or if they feed, you know. It all depends, like. But I'm going to enjoy it. Either way, I'll put this up just to show you another mark that I fish. And then we'll take it from there. At the moment, like I said, it's been very quiet. I think it's had a touch, he said, so tremble. So, saying that could be crab. But we haven't had crab activity yet, so it's still not quite warm enough for the crab, you know. But we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns out, and we'll go from there. I don't know whether you can hear me on this, because we've got to put my mic on. But there you go, hopefully you can hear me better now. So like I said, nothing to report at the moment, but we just waiting. We're starting to get a bit of depth now, so they might turn up, you know. Might go a bit closer on hard at times, so there's a bit of wind activity. But it has given. There's not we can do. I knew it was going to come over our left hand side, as I said it wouldn't. But today, you know, one good thing is that you don't get inundated with weed like you do when you're at the ship or you're into the channels. You'll get weed all day there, but here we don't get a lot, so that's one good thing about it. And you can hold bottom here. If we went further over, let me show you, to that corner there on that point there, you'd never hold bottom, never. It's just a floor, and it being a big tide, it's just impossible to hold bottom. It's as simple as that. I don't care what lead you use, and if you use too big a lead, you're going to get it stuck anyway. Pulls you into the rocks and everything. So this is why we had a discussion when we first pulled up. We were going to fish the corner by Back. I'll show you now which corner. That one there where all the stones are, just before the point where all the green stones are. I'll show you. That there. That's where we were going to fish. And then we decided no. Back in a minute, folks. Sorry about that, folks. Technical problems. Camera was playing up, but it's alright now. I've sorted it now. Yeah, so when I showed you and I zoomed in, that's where we were going to fish. Decided against that, decided to try the beach. We either catch or we don't, but the reason I fished you is to show you the venue. Here, on this mark, I like to use Wessex rigs. I've got 1/0 tamers on because of the wide gape. I like the wide gape up. I got the both Wessex rigs on both. And I got Seagull pea, green and black pea, small pea beads. They'll glow, and just like a little bling for them. Not that it'd be any good, the water's like bloody pea soup. It's after all the blowing, hasn't it? That's why I put crab and lug out there. It's scented baits, you've got to put it out. And hopefully it'll work, you know. I'm going to do a lug and squid in a minute, and then I'll fetch the first rod in and swap the baits over for lug and squid and see how we go. That's all I can do really, just keep chucking different baits at them and see if it works. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, then there's nothing we can do about that one. They either want to feed or they don't want to feed, you know. There's nothing we can do. Any road, I'll bring you back in a bit, folks. I'm going to give a bait change now. Move me rod up a bit because the sea's getting a bit close. See, getting a bit close now. So I'll leave it for now, and then I'll bring you back in a bit, folks. Hey, folks, back in. Hang on. Back again, folks. Still no fish to report at the moment. I just fetched in one rod. I fetched 2 traces and 3 leads back in them. So how they lose leads here, I don't know. I know it's sticky mud, and if you're using tapered leaders here, you don't want to be using them because they're too weak. You need a full through shocky. It's no good using tapered shock leader at Warwick's Beach because you'll just snap your line trying to pull your lead out because it is muddy. That's a guarantee. And I think that's what's been happening. I pulled in the breakaway lead, a Namex lead, and an old lead that's no good, so I've chucked it in the rubbish. We take it home with us, and I'll melt that down. Or I'll give it somebody that does leads and they can melt it down. Any leads I find now, that's what I'll be doing with it. Yeah, it was a Namex lead. It's not a bad lead. Got green clips on it. So if you're the owner and you've been using tapered leader, I wouldn't bother, mate. Tapered leader doesn't work. It really doesn't. You're better off. You're better off just using straight through normal shock leader, 60 to 80 pound. You're not going to get weed here. That's one good thing about this spot. The weed backs off. So there you go. Pete's bringing in. I think he's going to have a bait change. We have got a bit of crab activity going on. My bait's been stripped. Pete's bait got stripped. So it shows the water is warming up because the crab are knocking about. Simple as. I don't think any others have had a bite as yet. It's a shame, like, because it's a lovely morning. It's just, what can you do? If they're not here, they're not here. I wish we could have fished by the ship, because the ship would be the acting by now. Especially on this type of weather. But we're in a sheltered cove here. I thought we might have had at least a flounder, you know. But you can't catch them, unfortunately, if they're not here. But I can certainly show you, I can tell you. The best rigs here, 2 to 3 hook flappers, Wessex rigs. That's what I use here. I don't use anything else. I don't use pulleys here. If I go on the corner of them, I'll use a pulley on that piece that I zoomed in on. If I'm fishing there, I'll use a pulley because you won't pick a rail off there. But on this piece, it's very rare you pick a rail. Pete had one on one last year, actually. It was. He had one on and he lost it in the mud. That's why I prefer to fish the corner for him. Or the ship. Or over there. At the back of me, that point there by the harbour, by the blue tanks. You'll see the blue tanks and you've got a little point sticking out from them. That's a good mark. That's a good mark. There's a lot of good marks around here. You just got to find your feet, that's all. Like I did over the years, my dad only fetched me to the beach here. I've gone, found the ship on my own, I found greenfields on my own, I found the tanks on my own. You know what I mean? It's one of them. You sort of spread out, go and try something else, something new for a change, you know. And that's what I did, and I've had some good times here. Some real good times here. I just hope they don't get spoiled. That's all. I'd hate to see that happen because there's some lovely fish in this river. There is. But it's like everything else. Certain people come around and spoil it, as they do. I'm not mentioning anything, but that's what I'm saying. They come here, they spoil it, and then that's it. Snack it then. So what do? You can only come and try it. I love the place. I really do. Put fresh baits out on there. The other one hasn't. Oh, hang on, I've got a bit of a pull there. Only a little one, slight one. It could be the waves like that. It was a bit of a pull. Any road, folks, I'll let you go for now. And I'll bring you back in a bit. Folks. Welcome back, folks. These were the leads. Breakaway. 5 ounce, 150 gram on a Namex with green tipsy and a bait holder on the lead. And then I had a pulley rig by the looks of it. And looking at that, that's gone straight onto line instead of a shock leader. You don't need to stop doing that because you're going to be casting on the beach one day, you're going to take somebody's head off. If you're casting with mono and you're only casting with 20 pound mono, then my advice, put a shock leader on. You're going to kill somebody if you don't. But if that line gives, like it has done obviously here, on this rig, as you can see, if you look, your hook length is stronger than your bloody main line. So why are you using light lines? I can't understand that. You're going to kill somebody. I don't know who it is, and I don't really want to know. But my advice to you, whoever you are, put a shock leader on if you're using mono. You're going to kill somebody. Pure and simple. If the lead hits them at the speed it comes off your rod, it'll go straight through the skull. If you go small bucks, you'll kill them. So my advice, use a shock leader, and don't use this tapy shock leader. It's different if you're fishing light leads, like 2 ounce, 3 ounce leads, but if you're using 5 and 6 ounce leads to grip into the mud here, and you use a tapered shock leader, you're going to lose your leg. It's going to pull, it's going to snap before you get a chance to pull it out. So on venues like this, or on any rough ground venue, I would use straight through 60 to 80 pound shock leader. Won't even think about it. Even with me using braid, that's what I do. If I go on rough ground, I use a 60, 80 pound shock leader. Pure and simple. There's no arguments then. So there you go, folks. Them will come home with me rather than leave them here, and that'll go. I'll strip it down. I'll have the terminal in socket for myself, and I'll put the line in a bottle and burn it. Simple as that. So I just brought you back to say something about it. It's gone nice and calm now. It's calm. I don't know whether when it slackens off we'll have anything. At the moment we're getting a lot of crab activity. Crab are taking the crab. You know, what can you do? You can only but try. We'll fish it. We'll fish it to high and maybe an hour back, and then we'll decide what we're doing. I'll go for walkabouts to Pete in a minute and have a chat there with you, and then we'll decide what we're doing from there. So I'll bring you back in a bit, folks. Morning, folks. Brooksy. Yes, I'm at Mostyn again. With the wind forecast and that, the only place for shelter really. It's a big tide today, so I'm not fishing by the ship. I'm fishing, as you can see, the beach at Warwick's. That's Alex up on the top there. And hang on, and that's Peter there. So there's me, Alex and Peter having a go, and we'll see how we do. We're fishing now. I'll just put it, I'm using crab, frozen crab from last year, so we'll see how we do with that. I got lug with me, squid with me, crab with me, so we'll see. If we catch, we catch. If we don't, we don't. I just needed to go. Oh, I hope I'm having a bite. I just had a little knock there. Let it go, let it enjoy itself. They hook themselves here anyway, so there you go. So I'll leave it go for now and see how we do. Yeah, so we're at Mostyn and we're fishing the mark called Warwick's Beach. It's a big tide, it's 30-foot tide today. So too big for by the ship, you're not on bottom. Way too much pull there. You can fish the beach with ease on the big tide. The old bottom, easy enough. I always use grippers no matter what happens. Like the only time I don't is if I'm on a big open beach and the surf's blowing, and I'll whack into the surf with a bomb or a pyramid, be one or the other. But if you want your lead to bounce or your bait to move about, and you want to be on a bomb on a beach really, which is good going, you know. Yeah. Any road. We've started fishing. We'll leave it for a bit, and I'll bring you back if we have anything. In a bit, folks. Right, folks. We're going on a walkabout. We're going to have a walk up to Alex. Nothing doing here. Not even a little tap. Nothing. Coming back's the fun. So I'm going to go for a walk with Alex and see how he's getting on, and then I'll go for a walk down to Peter after. See how he's getting on. They're frozen crab, so I'm changing my baits every 15 minutes, which is what you got to do really. That's the only way. Because they do drain out like. Not a lot you can do. You can only try for the fish. If they're not there, you're not going to catch them. Pure and simple. What can you do? You know, so I'll go for a chat with Alex for 5 minutes, see what's going on, what isn't. See if he's had any knocks. I doubt it. It's been very quiet. What can you do? You can only try. Still early on, it's still only in February. Now's the time to start. You've got to come every week, that's the problem. Once you start until the first turn up. Any luck? No, on me, mate. Yeah, oh, mine's been stripped.
Oh, is it?
Crab activity, but that's it.
This bluey and squid's getting stripped a bit. Though.
Yeah, that'll be the crab, that will. Yeah. I've had crabs stuck on the hook. I've had 3 legs, 2 rigs. It's like I said on here, like I was saying, I don't rate tapered leader. If they're using tapered leader on here, that's the only way I can see they're losing the rigs. Because
I lost one rig, the swivel snapped on the panel.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
But this thing, it's like I said then, I was just saying to the folks, you know, I said, they use tapered leader in this mud out there. You're going to pull against 15, 20 pound on your leader knot. Yeah. It's going to snap. You're not going to pull your lead out of the mud. No, you're just not, and you've got to use a gripper because of the pull. Yeah. You're not going to get anywhere like. And I found one of them has only got the main line on it, no shocky, and the line's thinner than his rig. And I thought, God, if you're casting on an open beach with a line like that, you're going to kill somebody. If you snap off, the lead will go straight through the skull, won't it, like, you know? Dangerous. But there you go. I thought I'd come up for a walk, see how you're getting on. It's like I said to you, either fish is coming up, if fish is going back, or it doesn't fish. But you got to keep coming this time of the year, till the place turn up. That's the only problem. Yeah, well, I'm off for a week now, so I'll be back again in the middle of the week. I'll come and have another bath. But maybe not here, you know, the tides are dropping off after this weekend, so I'll go on a smaller tide and try the ship probably. Go and have a bash there. The missus is off till Wednesday. She starts back work Wednesday, Thursday, so I'll probably go then, you know, for a couple of hours. Come and see what I can do, innit? See if I can pick a ray up. It's always worth a shout, innit? You know? It's always worth a shout. Anyhow, folks, I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, folks, as you just heard, Alex hasn't had anything. I haven't had anything. Only crab activity. We're going to see how Pete's doing. I know he hasn't had anything. We'll see if he's had any bites. And I'm going to tell him the same as I've told Alex. Otherwise, we'll give it till 11 o'clock. No joy. We're fucking going. I'm not hanging about like that. I'm just not. And excuse the language, but the conditions are perfect. Look, flat seas. We got wind, but it's from behind us, so it's keeping it flat. You know what I mean? Lovely morning. Lovely morning. I don't know. I can't put my finger on. I just hope, above all hopes, that it ain't getting netted. That's all I hope. Because it's a shame. Because it is a good venue, this. It does the business. I'll just go and see Pete. I'm going to bait up one more time and see how we go. Because me personally, I think you're just chucking your bloody bait away at the moment, like. But yeah. So we'll see. What we shall see. I want to see how Pete's getting on anyway. I've seen Alex. Alex hasn't even had a bite. He hasn't had a touch, he said. So there you go. You can only try. Simple as. Any joy? Haven't even had a bite, mate. Plenty of crab activity, but no bites. Just thought I'd come and see you, tell you Alex is the same. So I said to Alex, we'll give it till 11 o'clock, we'll give it that hour back. No joy, we'll go home, mate, call it a day. It's not worth wasting the bait, is it? You know? I'm surprised because the conditions are perfect, aren't they? You know, the conditions are perfect. You're going to go for the big bait, are you?
I have just chucked
Is it bluey and squid?
heading.
Go for it. See what happens. He's banged the herring and squid out. Well, there's a load of crab here today, isn't there? There was none up by the ship last week, was there? It shows the water's getting warmer. So, anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit, folks. Well, there you go, folks. We've had a bit. We've tried. No joy at the moment, but the tide's starting to turn now. It's starting to drop. So, it's got two choices now. It either feeds on the drop or it doesn't feed. We said we'll give it till 11 and we'll see how we go. And if there's no joy, we'll call it a day. But I'm glad they've come and I've showed you the venue. I will put this up. Blank or not. Oh, your bait's come back all right, any road. That's a good sign. I'm going to whack one out and I'm going to drop one short and I'll see what happens. And we'll take it from there. So, until I come back, folks, I'll let you go for now. I'm going to bait up now. I'm going to belt it out there and let's hope one of us picks something up. If not, it's one of them. It'll be my first blank of the season. And there's nothing I can do about that one, unfortunately. It's one of them. So I'll see you in a bit, folks. Alright. That's just baited up. I'm not sure whether it's going to be the last time. Tide's dropping now. Tide's starting to drop. Still no bites. I can't understand it normally. Mind you, like I said, it's still early days. It's still only into the second week of April, isn't it? February, sorry. April, not yet. Come wishing me life away, man. Yeah, still only the middle of February yet. But it's normally from now right till the end of the season the place do move in, man. So you just got to keep coming till you hit them. They'll be here, hopefully. You know, there's cockle beds out there, that's what brings them in. Baits come back untouched at all, not even a crab that time. So, I don't know. Crab never come near it. I put lug and crab out this time, I put all crab out last time. And it left it alone, so let's see if the lug makes him go for it again. We'll see. We'll know. We'll find out one way or another, won't we? But I beefed the two of them out this time instead of getting short. See what happens. But try, I suppose. That's all we can do. Very quiet indeed. I'll put the video up even though we've caught no fish because I like to show you venues. This is the bay we're fishing at the moment. Starts from where Peter is. There's the boys there. Fishing all the way around. There's my rods there. Nothing touching them at the moment. It brings it all the way around to there. That's the bay. That's what it is. Alex is down there and there's another young lad down there. I don't know who he is. But we'll find out sooner or later, I dare say. Anyway, that's the bay we're fishing. Believe it or not, when the place come in on the big tides, this is where you want to be. They normally come in here first, but I have noticed a couple of places coming out at mostyn. Dave Roberts had one last week, which was nice, and Tim Clark's had one, which was, but they didn't look spent. So, is it that they're spawning later this year? or what like, and they're just later coming in. The crab are not about either, so that's another sign why they're not here, probably because there's no crab. Once the crabs start appearing and moving again is when they'll pick up again. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it at the moment, what's going on. Up by the ships fishing, but like I said today, the tide is that big, you're just not going to fish it then. You've got no chance, you know, no chance fishing that. That's all. Dude, we just had a big whiff of cannabis. And I can still smell it. I know, can you smell it? I just said now I've had a big whiff of it. Somebody's smelling of it. So I don't know. Dude, a big whiff of it then. I thought I was smelling things, but Pete said he can smell pot and all. So I can see him, young lad. The young lad. Young lad, little pothead, honest to God. Good luck to him if he likes to use it, that's it, but it stinks. If it tastes like it stinks, I wouldn't want it. Bloody hell no. I don't even smoke no more, I got rid of that, got rid of the vape. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Usually works, but come on. Give us a whack around. Anything. One fish in front of the three of us. One. Just one. That's all we're asking. If we don't, we don't. Have you noticed, folks? There he's gone. Off the barnet. It was doing me hair. I don't like it going too long. It was doing me head in. So I gave it a shave last night. I'll do it again in a couple of days. It was starting to do me head in. So I got rid of it. Yeah. It's a pretty long video considering we've had no fish, but like I said, I wanted to show you the venue more than anything else. Good place, mostyn, very good place. Greenfield's another one, I'll go there shortly. We'll go and have a session, pick up a nice bass or two there. You do get a few nice fish from Greenfield. My mate Will Roberts, he had a massive place from there, and he put it down. He tried to hold it to unhook it, and the fish jumped out of his hands and fell between the rocks, and he couldn't get it. And then all we could hear is squeak, 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 squeak. All the rats attacking it, nailed it. To say he's seen his backside is an understatement. And they will. And I've never let him live that one down. That was a big fish. That £4 plus. It was massive. It was a £4 plus fish. Mind you, that day, you know, me and him between us, we fished what, 3 hours? 3.5? We had 38 fish, 38 place between us. Fished its head off that day. That's a marker, definitely not showing anybody that, because they'll be there. They'll be in like Flint. You know what I mean? But I will fish Greenfield, but not that mark. Keep that one for myself, thank you very much. Or if I do fish it, you won't know where it is because I won't show you. I'll just show you the fish I catch off it, that's all. But it is a good mark, got to admit. It's just dead today, folks, unfortunately. Not a lot we can do about that one. So I'll leave you for now, and we'll see what it brings. If it does bring anything, then it doesn't, and I'll see you. I'll bring you back before I do my outro anyway. I'll speak to you in a bit, folks. Well, folks, I brought you back just to say it's now 11:15. We haven't even had a bite. Nothing. Baits are coming back untouched now, no crab either. Well, I don't know what's gone on there. Nothing crab about it stripping your bait, but it's come back untouched this time. The last couple of times actually, and Pete says. So don't know what's going on, can't put my finger on it, but I've got 2 baits out there now. Tide's dropping, let me show you. Tide's dropped from where that little white bag is there, it's dropped to where the stone is now. And it's done that in the last half an hour. We're losing the water now, so I'll be bringing it in a minute and I'll be backing down. I'm sorry there's been no fish on this episode, but we can only catch them if they're there to be caught, and at this moment they don't seem to be there, or they're not feeding. It could be the lack of crab activity, and of course that they're spawning. They could be spawning or not. If they're spawning, then that's another reason for it. But I can understand is as it's not fishing here, but down by the ship it's fishing. So what's the difference? It's the same river, you know what I mean? And this has always been a good play spot. So I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. My next outing might be Wednesday, might be Thursday, definitely Saturday, but I could be out again Wednesday, Thursday. I might go and have a bash at Dock Road and go for the flounder, or I'll be doing mostyn by the ship. Depends on the tide heights. I'll be checking them when I get home, and then I'll have a better idea of what I'm going to be doing. But I'll let you go for now, folks. I'm going to fetch you in a minute and strip down, call it a day. Pete's put fair dues to Pete, yeah, show you. There he is, about to cast. He's giving it his all. Out it goes. Fair dues, got a good cast, all that does. He's got it right out on the channel. So I'll let you think about things. I don't know. This area is very good fishing area, to be honest. On its day, it's the best little beach in North Wales, without a doubt. But today, for some reason, just doesn't want to do it. Nothing we can do about it. I think that's all we can do about it, unfortunately. We can only catch the fish if the fish are here to catch, or if they want to be caught. They're just not feeding, they're doing nothing. So my idea is they're spawning. They've got to be spawning. And when you think about it, we are only the 20th of April. You've still got 8 days of the month of February. I keep saying April, I don't know where April's coming from. What is it? Is it the 20th today? I think it's the 20th today. So normally I've had a few plays by now. I know, excuse me, I know they're just showing up by the ship. I know they've had them there. I know a couple of lads that's had them, you know. Dave Roberts last week, Tim Clark the week before. I've already said this, but I'll repeat myself. I often do any road. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. It's normally a good spot, this, but it's just stopped fishing for some reason. I dare say we'll find out sooner or later. I just hope it's not because of held net away. That's all. I don't think it is though. I think just haven't quite stopped spawning yet. I think they were knocked back a bit with a really bad cold spot we had. Plus I don't think the peeler are peeling here yet. And it always seems to coincide as we get the fish when the peeler turn up. Like I'm fishing peeler crab now, not even had the touch. Bits have come back untouched. So I'll let you go for now, folks. I'm sorry about this. If you like my channel, please press the subscribe button. It means the world to me for you to do that. Also, if you want to talk, comment, then feel free to do so. Like my page and all if you don't mind. It means, you know, it means a lot to me. Like. because I do this for you folks out there to try and help you out, show you different techniques, different venues, what we're doing, what we're not doing. Got a lot coming up in the next couple of months, folks. We're all out, me, Pete, young Alex and Trev, we're going all out for the short up this year. We're definitely going to get one. Sooner or later we're going to hit one. But we're going all out for it. That's what we're aiming for. I'm also going for the bass, obviously, the place. Smooth Hounds will be coming shortly. We'll be going and having a bash for them and all. And we'll be going on the boats. There's a few boat trips coming up. We got one in May, one in June, one in July. All with the same fella. All with Charlie on Macacha out of Abu Dhabi. Brilliant skipper. Keeps you on the fish. He's a good skipper. The man knows his business. And we've got 3 trips going out with him. We've got a full boat in July. We've got 4 individuals going in June. And we got 5 individuals going in May. So we'll have some fun, you know. So hopefully there'll be some good videos coming up. Any road, I'll do my outro now. I may as well. It doesn't look as if we're going to be doing anything. If we do, then I will bring you back before we go. But I can't see us catching anything now. Fishing's dead, mate. The fishing's gone. It's finished. We've tried. We came, we tried, we got conquered today. So there you go. I'm chuck the bait at them, just nothing there for it to take, unfortunately. Unless one of us gets one right after death. So I'll do the outro now. Like I said, if you do like my channel, please subscribe. It does help and it means the world for me, for you to do it. And if you want to know when I'm uploading the videos, hit the bell on the right hand side and it'll tell you when I've uploaded one. And you'll be able to watch it. This will go on after when I get home. And then, alright, there's no fish to show, but there's plenty of the venue to show. I've had a chat with Pete, I've had a chat with Alex. Trev's out. Trev's not well, he's full of the flu. Yeah, bless him, he doesn't sound well either. He sounds full of it. He's going to be out for a few weeks now because he's got an operation coming up and all. So you might not see Trev for a while. I'll be out on my own next time, I suppose. But I'll only be doing, probably come back to Mostyn for now until everything starts picking up. Once it starts picking up, I'll go out. We'll go further afield. Like. But until then, folks, I'll let you go, and hopefully see you next time. So until next time, take care, look after yourselves. Brookie's saying, ta-ra. Right, folks, home. Well, that was poor. Not we could do about it. We threw everything at them. Crab, lug, squid, bluey, you name it, it all went out there. Nothing, not even a bite. Tell a lie, Alex had a bite second to last cast. Never got the fish, but it was a hell of a bang. But that was it. That's as good as you got. Can't catch fish if they're not there. I'm still going to put this video up all the same for a bit of information that I've stuck in it about unwanted rubbish and whatever. Yeah, and not using a shock leader on your rods. You need to use a shock leader. I don't care how good a fisherman you think you are. If you don't have a shock leader, you're going to kill somebody. Believe me. And where I fish in Mostyn, and I mean, I fished there all my life. I'm 64 this year, and I fished there since I was about 8 years of age with my dad. And I've fished there ever since, and I've had some lovely fish from there. And I am telling you, tapered shock leader is no good there. Especially where I fished today off the beach, because it is muddy, yeah, and the lead gets stuck in the mud. And as you pull your lead out, if you haven't got a decent enough shock leader, your line's going to snap. Pure and simple. If you've got a 60 to 15 pound tapered leader, you're going to snap to 15 pound. It's as simple as that. So my advice to you, if you're ever fishing there and you're fishing with shock leader, £60 to £80. I would definitely go that way. Definitely. There's no rocks where you fish off Warwicks to worry about. So you can quite easily fish with 65, £70 braid. They'll do the same job. Do the same job. I use £75 spider wire. That's what I use. I've always used braid. I like my braid. I do use mono, but braid's my main weapon because I like it. It tells you exactly where the bites are and everything. So, any road, folks, I'll let you go. I'll be back again. I'm thinking maybe Wednesday, Thursday I'll be out, and again next Saturday, Sunday. So, not sure where we're going yet. I'm going to have to check the tide times, size of the tides, whatever. The big tides at the moment. So, as soon as I know, I'll let you know. So, without further ado, you take it easy, everybody. Enjoy your life, and I'll speak to you soon.